Huntsville Utilities, the folks here at the Huntsville Botanical Garden, and a team of us from TVA have been working on this project for some time now. We've been really excited to come out here and watch the meter spin. So to introduce, I'd just like to introduce our first speaker here, to welcome guests to this beautiful event, and the champion of the community's sustainability efforts, and the CEO of the Huntsville Botanical Garden, Paula Steigerwald.
Let me take a minute and welcome all of you, but I also want to just particularly tell Mayor Battle that once again we appreciate you being out here at the garden. I think there were many that joined him last night in helping another initiative at the garden, so we keep the mayor busy. Nancy Clark is here representing Mayor Finley, who also has just been incredible when it comes to our Green U efforts and our green efforts out here. So thank you, Nancy, for joining us. And then we have Tiffany Knowles and Kathy Murray here representing our congressmen. So you give our best to Congressman Brooks as well. It is such an asset, though, to have this exhibit here and to demonstrate just an alternative energy source. We have been so pleased with the community's interest in Green U. It was because of the community's interest in green practices that we even started something like Green U. What is Green U, you ask? Green U, Festival for the Environment on August 25th. It is now our fourth year to have this, coming up in 2012. And we're so pleased that the attendance has grown, the programs have grown, and just continue to know that it will dazzle the Huntsville this year and the North Alabama area as they see this solar exhibit. Pretty cool stuff. So the City of Huntsville, City of Madison, Huntsville Utilities, and TVA have been with us from the very beginning as we started that. So again, as we are able to demonstrate and put this exhibit up, we just think that this is the place it should be. So it will continue to challenge the rest of us to look a little closer on what we can do. The garden's mission. It just takes into consideration what our mission is, and it's education and the conservation of our natural resources. So with that, it is the perfect place, and we will be good stewards of this exhibit and are so grateful that you have let us have it here, use it for many education programs, and again, the showcase of Green U. So thank you very much. TVA, Huntsville Utilities, and I have to particularly mention a couple of our Huntsville Utilities friends / boss. Jay Stowe is the chairman of the Gardens Board, but I will tell you, Larry Denman has worked with us for years as we have done many things like our waterworks and some of the other exhibits. So such good partners, and we appreciate everything that they do as well.
Again, it is a pleasure to be here representing TVA, talking to you. Huntsville Utilities has played a critical role in this project, obviously. I want to give you a little history about Green Power Switch. Green Power Switch was launched 11 years ago and continues to expand every year. This solar installation is representative of that growth, both in terms of customer support and TVA's commitment to the program. TVA and participating local power companies like Huntsville Utilities, working with input from the environmental community, created Green Power Switch to produce electricity from renewable resources to add to TVA's power mix. Green Power Switch is a simple way for Tennessee Valley electric customers to increase regional renewable energy today for a cleaner environment tomorrow. For as little as $4 a month, they can support renewable electricity such as wind, solar, as we see out here, and biomass. We all know that solar power holds considerable promise in delivering renewable energy and stimulating the economy through green jobs. But we also realize there are limitations that are out there for us in terms of cost and development. And so when we look at the Green Power Switch program, we really see that as the rubber meeting the road. This is where we can actually tie together customers who want to support renewable energy with these kinds of technologies like we see here today. The solar panels here will generate more clean and renewable energy, which will put electricity on the grid to help power our homes, businesses, and industries. We are capturing this solar energy through a balanced, realistic approach that allows TVA to maintain its high reliability in keeping your lights on with low-cost power. Green Power Switch allows those who are very passionate about renewable energy or want to see the expansion of solar power to support it financially a little bit at a time. So I encourage you, if you haven't signed up for Green Power Switch to date, that this is a great opportunity to take that investment. By checking off on that Green Power Switch box on your power bill, you can help create renewable generation sites like this across the whole Tennessee Valley. And this week, TVA, in conjunction with Huntsville Utilities and other local power companies, we're actually adding 43 kilowatts of solar-generated electricity to the system with installations here as well as in Gibson County, Tennessee. That's 54,000 kilowatt hours of cleaner, renewable energy. You may have noticed that TVA recently has made a pledge as far as its vision going forward. And our vision is to be one of the nation's leading providers of low-cost and cleaner energy by 2020. This is a key piece of that overall objective to achieve that goal by 2020. So as you look at these solar panels here today in your community, you're seeing TVA's vision in action to provide that lower emission, cleaner energy going forward, but at the same time, be able to be affordable in terms of our overall rates. So we thank those of you that already support Green Power Switch, to our partners here, Huntsville Utilities, obviously the Botanical Gardens. This is a beautiful site to come together and put a site like this on the property. And again, I encourage you to participate in Green Power Switch and be in touch with your local power company if you'd like to participate. Thank you very much.
I want to be sure that the customers of Huntsville Utilities and all customers across the valley understand that the Green Power Switch is an available option. It's harder sometimes for an individual customer to be able to put solar panels on their house because of the time expense to do that right now. But this is a way to encourage clean energy across the valley to meet some of the goals that TVA has talked about. I'm excited that this, it's lovely in here. If you look up, it's almost sunny. It's a wonderful spot, a wonderful location for all of the visitors that come through the entire year, including right now as the Galaxy of Lights is going on, that will see this, and it becomes a place for people to just be reminded that solar energy is an option in our area. Huntsville Utilities is working with several contractors to put in some other solar panels across the service area over the next several months. And I think that there's going to be more and more opportunities to do that. We're committed to continuing that effort and working with TVA and the others in our area. Thank you all for being here. And everyone, please enjoy as you go by. Please share that this is here so that people can see what something of this size can look like across the entire valley, but especially in Huntsville. Thank you.
You know, the Green Power Switch just falls right into the middle of the plans of what we've been doing for the past 3 years. We started off with the Green 13. There's a number of people out here who were with the Green 13 that grew to the Green 30 and grew to the Green 200. But out of that came some industry or some recognition of industries that were out there in a kind of a game plan of how we were going to be sustainable, more energy efficient, how we were going to take care of some of our own problems here. From the Green 13 report came Energy Huntsville, which was our initiative that was started by the City of Huntsville. And we've got companies, we've got 3 companies that work on nuclear projects, everything from consultation to technical bids on it, to looking at how to process nuclear waste. We also have companies that work on conservation, how to cut off your hot water heater. We also have companies here that work on the biotech battery storage, if you can believe it, using sucrose, fructose, and glucose. Is that right, Ruchi? Okay. But it's 10 times stronger, holds 10 times more power, and holds some great potential of cutting that shave peak that we all want to try to cut to save on how much energy has to be produced in this community. So the Green Power Switch fits right in on that, and then Paula, the Green U, is just a fantastic celebration of how to conserve energy, how to have a lower carbon imprint, and how to make sure that you are as energy efficient as you can be. And off of the Green U, the Energy Huntsville group has piggybacked and started having a symposium right before Green U to start talking about what our community itself is doing. And Ruchi has been very involved with the Nexus Energy nonprofit that's out there that goes into your houses and makes sure that you are energy efficient in your home residence. And that all that falls into the plan that we heard from TVA back, it was over a year and a half ago, when we heard that the part of TVA's plan was to have a conservation effort that saved about, 12 to 16% of energy over the next several years. And that's their plan on how they're going to meet the energy needs for the future of the Tennessee Valley. So this is part of an overall process that gives us a great energy plan for the Tennessee Valley, and we are so excited to see this be part of it. From this has sprung another company that wants to put in solar panels throughout this community. Jim Pillsbury and Greg Cox are part of that, and so I think we'll be seeing greater things coming that fit in very much with the plan and the process of what we want to see as a green, environmentally friendly community. So thank you for what you're doing.